Fortunate are those whose crimes are carted off, whose sins are wiped clean from the slate. Fortunate the person against whom the Lord does not keep score. I have been to Atlanta, Georgia, and personally worked with the homeless face to face in questionable situations. I have been to 5 different outreach programs that serve to facilitate and support the homeless in their situations. Along with this, these programs are put in place to help these people get back on their feet and out of the slums. To add to this, I have been a part of our church Austin Street Shelter team for the past year and have fed the homeless and talked with them face to face. Living in a big city, Dallas, Texas, I quite often am surrounded by situations that involve homeless people or less fortunate people. In conclusion, I have been a witness of homelessness, and I know what feelings and emotions are generated in this kind of state in society. As members of society, it is our duty together to make sure that all of the denizens have an opportunity in life to be successful. To make this more clearly, though, it is not our mission to save the world, but to aid those who are helpless and need a boost or a slight push to lead them in a positive direction. By volunteering our time, the fight against homelessness will not only wither away, but the cycle of never-ending pain will slowly be eradicated by our precious love. The problem that we face is the cycle of homelessness and the closed doors that are placed in front of these people. Most of the causes are drugs, alcohol, prostitution, people that are born into poor families or living in rough and dangerous parts of town. Something else that is added with this is vague to nothing education in the school systems. The solution is to break the cycle from a young age and offer our help, such as volunteering, rethinking the education system, and donating toys, items, clothes, and food. In order for this never-ending cycle to break, we have to start with young members of society, like I mentioned before, and give them a chance to succeed. Most times, once the kids turn 10 or older, it is too late to change their mindset about how life should be. Taking young kids and teaching them about manners, education, morals and values, and grasping opportunities will be the only way to eventually simmer down the rising percentage of homelessness. Along with this closed door theory, most kids are suffering from the choices that their parents have made in the past. Elaborating off my last idea, drugs, alcohol, prostitution, and poor education only add to the present problem. Our goal should be to fire at these targets and make their lives more kid-friendly instead of having to be covered in a hard shell to fight off their enemies and the people that are surrounding them. These problems only become present because their parents are doing them. They follow by example from what their parents do because it is the only way that they know how to live their life. Once again, breaking the cycle is the only solution and only logical way to evaporate homelessness in our communities. The best way for you to get involved is by volunteering your time at a shelter or food pantry because they are easy to find throughout larger cities. Of course, being involved in other groups such as daycare centers for the homeless while they find jobs, orphanages, and churches specifically for the homeless is another great option. If you aren't able to physically go out and help, most shelters and orphanages will receive and greatly appreciate money donations and or clothing and toy donations. It is up to the able community to reach out and minister or simply help these people in need. Whether through a money donation, a toy or clothing donation, or actually going out and serving your time on the job and on the site, you can make a huge difference in someone's life by simply being there. Think about if you lived under a bridge. Would you want help, or would you like to sit there and wither away with nothing to live for? Either way, it is our duty to assist these members of our society. If we can change one life together, then we have done our job. Today, take a stand against this oppression and disillusion. Do your part as a citizen.